So first off, at the beginning of the episode, Somun just got a call from the bullies. They wind up beating up his friends, and then he just went berserk. It's a good thing he didn't kill nobody, because if he did, he won't be a counter anymore. But yeah, yo, I just love the camera work of putting it as like VR, like putting the viewers in his position and just going wham, wham on every idiot in there, and just, you know, just seeing all that rage in him, just like, for some reason, it's kind of like a good feeling to see that, because the bullies are getting their ass whooped, but also at the same time, when is it gonna end? You know what I mean? Like, you can't help but think of death, and that's the only ending. But the thing is, you don't want him to kill, because if he does, even if it's just one person, he's not gonna be a counter anymore, and there's court, jail, and all of that. So again, it's a good thing he didn't kill no one. So the bright side is that he whooped everyone's asses. Now after that, them with their rich families and whatnot, they'd be like, oh, is that kid? Why would my kid be the bully and all of this? But Jangmu coming in with the save, saying that I'm his guardian, and everything he just said, I'm like, hell yeah. And those idiots got nothing else to say about it. They got their fingerprints, they've been investigated and all of that. So I'm assuming it's kind of over, but at the same time, I don't think so. Because I do have a feeling that Somun is going to get himself removed as a counter. And for some reason, the bullies are going to come back and beat him up, and he won't have his powers anymore. So that's going to suck. I have a feeling that's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen on episode 5 and 6. That's a little bit too fast. So maybe episode 10, 11. I can see that happening. So right after the whole tension with all the families and whatnot, we get to a point where, for Motak, we barely got any new information other than he used to have a girlfriend, but he was working on a case before he went into a coma. So there was a 22-year-old girl who got murdered, and I think it's safe to say by those guys that he was fighting on the roof in episode 1. So he was definitely working on that case. It's safe to say that he was a cop, and so was Gwon, Somun's dad. So I'm trying to remember from episode 1. I can't jump on episode 1 right now, but I have a feeling I think Motak was asking for help, but also telling him some info. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was definitely the last case that he probably was working on before he went into a coma and lost his memories. And I think it's also safe to say that the same guys, or group, whatever, that put Motak into a coma and killed Somun's parents was also the same people that killed that 22-year-old girl. So now Wigan and all the other, well, I forgot their names, but yeah, they were talking about, should we remove Somun as a counter because he couldn't get his emotions in check, he hurt civilians. I'm like, it was self-defense. I mean, look what they did before this whole thing started. You know what I mean? But then everyone pretty much just it's still a funny scene when Motak did it. I'm like, couldn't you just put your jacket on the table so your head won't I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah, they were there trying to defend him, but Milk, she defended him like there was no tomorrow. She defended him as if she was his mother. Now back to Wigan. She wanted some files on Sokwon, but when man, I forgot his name. Okay, I will learn their names. But when he was checking the files, there was no file on Gwon of 2013. That's pretty interesting. And I think they're going to touch up on that maybe episode 5 or 6. But yeah, that's interesting. There has to be a connection with this. And they're hiding it. I think the cops are hiding it. And I think whoever's in charge of this whole, counter, I guess, afterlife or whatever thing, I think they're hiding it too. Ooh, just got my interest. So anyway, that was pretty much the gist of the episode. This drama is actually pretty good. Like, it's the best way that I can describe this drama is a breath of fresh air. Like, so many awesome action scenes. It's like, man, I can never get bored of it. Like, it's so good. There is one little complaint though. It would be nice if the fighting scenes were not at night. I mean, if you were going to have a fighting scene in a movie or in a TV show or whatever, have your viewers be able to see what's going on. Like, if someone is throwing a punch, I should be able to see that punch from one angle to the other. Not at night where I can't really see anything and the only thing I'm hearing is the sound of whoosh, But that's just one little complaint. It's kind of pity. But other than that, this episode was really good. If you guys like my reaction and my review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.